I got into the industry when I was in high school. I began working in the factory here when I was about 15, doing odd jobs, and as time went on, I evolved throughout the whole company, summer vacations, Christmas vacations, and when I graduated from college, I chose to pursue this company as my career path. Fundamentally, I think the biggest change as I look now at what's happening versus in 1980 when I fully started here is the technology, the change in technology, both efficiency, electronics, connectivity, the technology of bringing all of the components that we all manufacture in this industry together to be able to work in harmony as a system has been the biggest change. Going from companies selling products to companies participating in systems. Okay, it's a very big deal actually, and I would say there's much more of that to come. We began manufacturing motors at Taco for the circulator pumps back in the 80s. And that was driven by cost. Our supplier was becoming inordinately expensive for us. And but it also was driven by the need for quality control. We became, over time, perhaps one of the highest quality motor manufacturers in the world. And I say that based on the fact that several of the largest motor manufacturers in the world have chosen over the years to bring their people here to learn about motor manufacturing. Anytime you can manufacture your own motor, it's possibly the greatest cost savings you can achieve in a product. So, and you control it, right? It's a big thing. So in a privately owned company like this, you can manage for the future. You can manage to a strategy. You can manage to a long view of things. Publicly traded company, you must adhere to the stockholders, and so that sometimes brings the length of time you have to complete certain objectives into a much smaller window. My dad said this one time, and I believe this. I don't think that for these people, and for the people here, anybody could do better for them than we can. That's a belief that we must hold true. And so I think being a family business, we have a little bit more flexibility to do what's right for people as opposed to what's right for a stockholder, right? And so we've been able to protect our people from inordinate downsizing or some sort of financial consequences that are driven by financial needs. It's not very complicated to maintain a solid culture that we've developed over the years. So our culture, our whole company is focused and has been focused for many years on the people. And to maintain that culture and the loyalty and the love that we have for one another in the company is it's about doing good things. So we provide activities, we provide learning programs, we provide education, we provide programs for our employees' children in the summertime. We provide all kinds of outings and events for our employees throughout the year. It's about doing things that allow our people, in the end of the day, to allow our people to grow and prosper in their lives as well as their families. That matters, and that's a culture in and of itself. The choice for us was, do we replace people or do we train them? And a lot of these people had been here a long time. They were loyal, good people. And so our choice was to train them. And so we created the Learning Center for those things we discussed. And we learned a great lesson. One of the greatest lessons, and this is about human nature, is that the more people learn, the more they want to learn. So as they rolled through whatever they rolled through in terms of courses, like to improve their job skills, they began to ask for more. So pretty soon we had English as a second language. We had accounting for the non-accounting types and marketing for the non-marketing types. And this went on to having a GED program, and that went on to having a citizenship program, and that it became. And then we had reading classes and literature classes and art classes and cooking classes, and then we ended up having an associate's degree program, and then a bachelor's degree program, and then we ultimately went on to have an MBA program now. So our education program here has become really a part of the company. It's part of the soul of the company. Well, we've grown. We've grown. We've kept the evolution of Taco is interesting because as I look back where we were 30 years ago, or sort of when I began running it, and where we are now, we've changed technologically. We've grown the business by a multiple of 10 in that time about. We've invested heavily in quality, new products, all those things. But we've never lost our core focus, which is the people. So over that 25 or 30 years, the turnover rate here in terms of people is less than 0.5%. Okay, so that's 2 people a year on 500. And in 91 when I began running, 92 when I began running this company, we had at $30 million in sales, we had 500 people. At 250 or whatever, we have 500 people. And here's the measure of proof. A lot of them are the same it's mostly the same 500 people. So the evolution of the company has been interesting technologically, new products wise, and growth wise. But the evolution has never sacrificed the principles of the White family and the company.